Good morning, everyone. It's Mrs. Ross. It's time for our mindful moments. Today is Thursday. All right, so we're going to take our mindful break, and then I have a new story. We're talking about having fun and smiling and enjoying yourself, that life is more enjoyable. So I'm going to give you a challenge today. I'm going to read a story. And I think after I read the story, you're going to understand why I chose the story. So let's do a mindful break. So let's sit cross-legged on the floor or sit in your chair. Get really comfortable. If you relax those shoulders, put your hands on your knees. We're going to do our breathing. We're going to inhale and exhale through our nose. So let's everybody look down. And again, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. So here we go. Ready? All right, let's breathe together. And let's think about something we like to do to have fun. Okay, inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it again. Remember to breathe slowly. Ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. All right. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Slowly open your eyes and look up. All right. So I can't wait to hear some of the things that you've thought about that you like to do to have fun. I said that's what we're focusing on this week. So I'm going to challenge you because I'm going to have you do something for your parents or the other folks that maybe you're allowed to see right now. So the story I'm going to share today is how full is your bucket? And see if you can relate to this, why we're going to do this. This is by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer, and it's illustrated by Maury J. Manning. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you the illustrations. So, boy, we see some kids playing. Wonder what's going to happen. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. Well, that's a pretty big word. I wonder what that meant. "Go away. You're too little." Now, I just used that word scowled. Look at the body language. Can you think of another word that we could have used? They used a big word there, didn't they? What do you think is going to happen? "Stay back. You'll knock it over. I'm big. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Oh, he's not happy with his little sister. And I bet that some of you are being annoyed by your little brother or little sister right now. Oh my goodness, look what his little sister did. What kind of feelings do you think she was having? And Big Brother, what kind of feelings do you think Big Brother's having right now? Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket." Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. An invisible bucket. That's a concept. Wonder what he means. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. Now, if he can see it, is it invisible? When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning, and it's almost time to go." "Anna, sit still." Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Now, do you think Mom's going to have her bucket filled right now? Felix slipped, and Choco wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled his mom, "you should have used a stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket tip and big invisible drips spill out. Drip, drip. Ha ha! Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip, get the broom and clean it up before you miss the bus, scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the choco wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. Before he could even take one bite, I wonder what happened before he could take one bite. Has that ever happened to any of you? Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Drip. Uh-oh. Why is he having to take his... Looks like he's carrying a different backpack. Wonder what happened. Felix. Drip. Watch out, Shrimp. Drip. Boy, Felix is not having a good morning, is he? It was still morning, and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. Oh, that's not very nice. Should you wish ill feelings on people? That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Now, I want you to think about that. He wants something ugly to happen to his classmates because it says he has an empty bucket. So I wonder what it means to have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop, plop, blink, drop. The Giganosaurus Who Wanted a Pet by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped. Even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops laying in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Now, can you tell the difference? What happened when his bucket was being emptied and now his bucket's getting full again? The difference in the actions that were happening? Drop, drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Oh, he's getting his bucket filled again. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. And he's getting his bucket filled again. So he's getting, what do you call those? Compliments? By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Drop, drop. Let me help you. Drop. Here's your baseball. Catch. Drop. Thanks, dude. Drop, drop. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You are right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Ah! Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? Now let's see what that does. Remember at the very beginning of the story, was he upset with his sister? She knocked his blocks off. And look, and so they did. Now, I chose to share the story with you because I said we're talking about having fun. And I know for a lot of us, we're sheltered in place and we're staying with our families. And for some, we're just a little tired of being with the same people, and especially brothers and sisters. And so practicing filling people's buckets can bring that person some joy, can help them have fun. So I want you to do that. I want you to think, what can you do to help somebody else in your home to fill their buckets so your bucket gets full? And so doing that makes your household a nicer, happier place to be. Okay. And I hope that you're going to think about what are some things that you can do at home, because we're still practicing our social distancing. We're still not supposed to be around lots of people. So what are some fun things you can do? And I hope we had virtual field day last week, and our PE teacher was saying you can still do those activities. There were some really fun activities, and I think some of the other schools were doing it too. But just some fun things, creative things you can do to have fun. So I hope you guys are going to choose that. So it's almost time to go. So we're going to just do some more getting ourselves ready for the day. And then I want you to have fun today. And I want you to be able to share what some things that you chose to do that filled somebody's bucket and even filled your own. Because you know something? When you do nice things for others, it not only fills their bucket, but it does fill yours. And you notice in the story that when Felix was helping other folks, he noticed that, the drops in his own bucket. So let's practice kindness, because basically that's what it is. When we make kindness normal, when we choose to do that, we fill buckets. All right, so here we go. So, at the beginning of the story, Felix was building that tower and he was all happy. And then his sister knocked it down. And, his feeling, boy, went from being happy all the way, he was mad. So sometimes we have those strong emotions. We've talked about that before. So we're going to practice when I have those strong emotions. Okay, we're going to do feelings 5. Okay, to end our day, thinking about that. So I want you to close your eyes. Everybody's eyes are closed. I'm looking. Okay. I want you to think of a time that you were mad, you were frustrated, you were sad, or you were unhappy. So one of those uncomfortable feelings that we have. All right. And as you take a deep breath in, I want you to think about how that made you feel. Remember how we're talking about we need to be aware of those uncomfortable feelings and what does it do to our body? All right. So you hold your breath. So you're doing that. Hold your breath and hold on to that feeling for 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I want you to let out that breath and let go of that feeling. So we're letting go of the uncomfortable feeling, how we're feeling. So you keep doing this until you feel like the feeling's gone. So we're going to practice this again. So when you get upset with a sibling, a brother or sister, because they messed up your Lego building or they messed up your toy, and your fists are clenched and your jaw's tight and you're just really mad, I want you to practice this feelings 5. So let's try it again, because we have to practice it to make sure we got it. So here we go. I want you to take a deep breath in and think about that feeling that you have. I want you to hold it in as you breathe in. So ready? Take a deep breath in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it out. Breathe it out. Exhale. Now, you let that bad, uncomfortable feeling go. All those thoughts. So the next time that you have that strong emotion and you're upset about something, maybe somebody dipped in your bucket and just made you mad or it made you really sad, I want you to do this feelings 5. So basically what you're doing is still the deep breathing. So again, I'm reminding you, breathing is the #1 tool for all of us. So breathe in deeply, inhale through your nose, hold it for a count of 5, counting slowly in your head, and you're thinking, you can hold those uncomfortable feelings, and then you breathe out through your nose or through your mouth. Again, we talk about allergies, and when you breathe out, you are getting rid of all those uncomfortable feelings. Okay, you may have to do it several times, but just practice that. So again, we're talking about what can we do to have fun. So if you're in one of those emotional states, it's hard to have fun, because you notice in the book, when he was upset, he wasn't having fun. His bucket, people kept dipping, and he was not a nice person to be around. So I want you to try that. Okay, I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Have a great day.